Hello everyone, Equipment War here, and welcome to my build in progress Scouring Ray build. I'm going to talk a little bit about how this build works and what I'm thinking about it. I just want to say thank you to the guys that I had another video with our Fear build on Scouring Ray build, and I had some wrong disclaimer there on the support camps, and I said in that video you probably could use something like, what's the name for that now? Like fire penetration, which do not work to this skill. Now, I didn't know that from now, so I just want to say thank you to the guys that pointed it out, because I'm always up for learning new stuff, and I actually didn't know that. But now I know, so now I know what not to use to a skill like this. Well, let's take a look what how the skill working and what I come up with to this build. So let's take a look at the passive skill tree first. I sent it as a chieftain, as I said in my old videos, which I have taken down now. And I went for the life regeneration and all of that. And these nice notes here. They're pretty nice. Nothing special there. I mostly focus on getting life and the survivability in this build. I also have some fire damage. I'm coming to that later. So I went for all of the life here. I'm going to have a link in the description to where you can find my passive skill tree. And if you have any idea of things you can improve on this character and this skill tree, please just let me know. I would be happy to hear. So I went for Jagger and all of that. I went for Armor with Stance, and I also have Bloodless, more life, and enemies can't leech from you. And for Ostinate. My main survivability, I can't get life back when I burning enemies with the Scouring Ray. So I using Arsenet and a lot of other things to get as high life regen as I can get, which are my main defense. I went for the big life wheel here. I'm going to take the whole life wheel when I level up more. And one of the comments on either video suggested I should use Elemental Equilibrium. And that was actually a really good idea, and I went and took it, and it works just fine. So I'm really recommending Elemental Equilibrium. I also have Potency of Will to increase the duration the enemy will burn. I went for some mana regeneration and life regeneration on the temple area. I went for Retribution, Light of Divinity, Purity of Flesh. I also went for Holy Fire, Cruel Perception. I went down to Witch Eye and took Occultist Dominion and Firewalker. And here we come to a little bit interesting part. Some suggested I should use Elemental Overload, which are a really interesting idea. Scouring Ray can't crit, I have already know that. But if you're using things like Orb of Storms or Arc for that matter, those skills can still crit, and that means they will proc Elemental Overload, which will give you a lot more damage in the Scouring Ray. So I'm actually considering taking this route here, taking this one, and do not even go up here. Before I went to take this fire damage here, but now I'm not really sure yet, and I actually may just go down here, take these nodes here, and just take this away. So that's one option. I may change this skill tree. It's still in the development. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with the skill tree. I have a decent amount of life. I have almost 5,500, so I'm pretty pleased with it. So let's take a look at the gear I'm currently using right now. And remember, this may be up to change, so I don't know. But I do willing to once with good spell damage and good cast speed. Both of them, I'm pretty happy with them. That one should be there. And pretty much all my gear are defensive oriented, like this helmet here, a shit ton of life and good resistance, and even some increased rarity. All my other gems and all my other items are pretty much the same thing. Good life, good armor, good resistance. And also my armor. So I went for a pretty tanky setup. And the skill gem setups I'm using for Scouring Ray are linked to Elemental Focus, Rapid Decay, Control Destruction, Iron Will, and increased burning damage, which I find out was the most, at least for me, the most efficient. I'm using Elemental Focus because it prevents you from inflicting status elements. When that is only Ignite, Freeze, and also Shock. But you don't ignite anything with Scouring Ray, so it doesn't really matter. So it's just a pure damage upgrade. Using Rapid Decay to increase the damage over time for the enemy, which worked really well. I'm also using Control Destruction. Again, I can't crit, so there's no reason not to use Control Destruction. It's a really good gun. I'm using Iron Will because I had a lot of strength and it gave me a good amount of damage. And I'm also using increased burning damage for obvious reason, to do as much burning damage as I can. I'm pretty happy with this setup, but again, I may change something, or it's something that doesn't work as I intended to, I may change it. But right now, I really like this setup. And I'm using Oboe Storm to proc Elemental Equilibrium. And Oboe Storm is just linked to faster casting and increased duration. But I may change either increased duration or faster casting to something else, like increase area of effect. I have a teleport setup, which are lightning warp with faster casting and less duration, which allows you to get out of bad situations, which are really helpful. Also, it's a really good for mobility and getting out of bad situations. As you can see, this map here, I do a lot of damage. It's a level, it's a shaped Oasis map, so it's a pretty high level map. Anyway, back to the games again. I also have a custom damage taken setup. I'm casting Arctic Breath, and I'm also casting Shock Nova. And they are all linked to just custom damage taken, Arctic Breath. I just have it enhanced here just to level it up, so I have nothing to do with my actual setup. And I have a great mode projectiles. I should actually switch this out for something like Blade Vortex instead, or Blade Fall, just to annoy the enemy even more. Same thing with my other custom damage taken setup, which are custom damage taken, Shock Nova, Life Leech, and Arc, because Arc and Hook Nova can leech life, so it gives me a small amount of life, which is good enough for me. I have some auras I'm using. I'm using Determination, just because I want a little bit more armor, but I should actually probably switch this out for something else later. And I really want to do Dual Curse, and in the passive skill tree, I can take Dual Curse just here. If I want to take Whispers of Doom, I can have an additional curse. But I'm not really sure about that yet, so I will see what I do. And that's pretty much my setup. So, right now I'm using a curse setup, which is vulnerability, which increases the damage over time against everything. And it's actually a really powerful build. You just sweep the beam over the enemies and watch them die. Mostly they die. So this is how far I will get with a build like this, and I would love to hear your comment on it and what you think about it. And I'm going to continue leveling this character up, because my Scouring Ray is only at level, what's the level now? Level 4, not 18, 17, sorry. So it will still get more powerful, so it will pretty much just become more powerful. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Tell me what you think about the build, and sorry I did some mistakes in a last video. And again, I want to thank the guys that wrote to me that the skill gun didn't work, that I intended to use before. So thank you guys for letting me know. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I see you guys next time.